And welcome in, everybody. It's the Glad Dad back at you one more time here as we're turning right and left. But this time it's in the trucks here at Watkins Glen. Alongside me tonight is Magic Mike McKinnon. Mike, how are we doing tonight?
We are fantastic again. Back at the Glen, nice campground up there. Thank God, able to get some decent rest. So, yep, looking forward to this one, man. We got a few people in the chat saying how hard these things are to drive already. So this might be an interesting show.
Looks like Salty Shale back here saying it's the weight transfer is crazy for him. I can definitely see that. The rear of these trucks are extremely light, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Everybody said the way the set is and with the uphill, downhill, all that kind of stuff, that's what they're seeing. They're having issues with it, weight transfer. We're seeing guys sliding all over the place. So it's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We got 20 seconds left here in practice. Let's get down to the cameras tonight. And we've got the exact same amount of cameras that we had last night. Rob Williams in the 61 is going to take over that top left position here. And then we've got Ronald Welchel in the 62 right there in the top left. Give us a wave there, Mr. Ronnie. Hey, what's going on? Good luck tonight. May the odds be ever in your favor. Rob Hamilton there in the top middle. Drew Calvert, top right. What's going on, Rob? Good luck, fellas, in the qualifying as it's starting now. Jacob Ainsworth in the middle left. David DeVille right next to him. David Vodka right there in between the Bulldog and David DeVille. And we've got Ian Montrose here sharing his screen. The voice does not match the look. I'm going to say that. I did enjoy his interview on the podcast, but I was like, who is that guy? And we got Eric Johnson down here in the bottom left with Steve Giberson next to him. So appreciate my beautiful cam girls out there tonight.
Looking good.
Yep, make it a living. Whoa, look at that belly on Rob Hamilton. Goodness. I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. We'll get you off the screen there. All right, so Mike, let's get down to the points real quick. We've got plenty of time to get the old Laparoo started here. So let's pull up. We're gonna do the top 20 here. Now we've got a bunch of guys. Last night I did top 15. We're gonna do top 20 here, just kind of show you where we're at. We've got some guys way down there in the points that actually performed quite well last night. So that's why I want to showcase them. But Eric Johnson leading the way with 4 points over Brandon Brock. Brandon in second place here. Both those guys have a win. Brian Zemer looking for his first win of season 5. Sitting third. Timothy Boyce with a win here at Daytona, sitting fourth. Terry Litweiler in fifth. Ian Montrose with a win, sitting sixth. Josh Newman in seventh. Rob Hamilton, eighth. Joshua Yarbrough, ninth. Christopher Jones in 10th. And tied for 11th place, Drew Calvert and Jacob Ainsworth. That's going to be a battle right there for some points, trying to get up inside that top 10 between these two cats. Carson Youngblood, 13th. Brian Welchel tied with Joel Kurth here in 14th. Sean Wilson, 16th. Bob Redeker in 17th. Charles Wilson, 18th and 19th. Well, tied with 19th. Kel Peterson and Shannon Donathan here. But, I mean, you can see 20th place here. 70 points back. That could be made up quite easily if some of these other guys up above them here have a terrible night and they have a good one. I mean, Kel Peterson did pretty good until the last, I think, 5 laps last night. Had a little accident, dropped a couple of spots, but if he improves tonight or stays the same, rather, he's going to jump up probably in the top 15.
Yeah, I agree. A few of those names. Ainsworth down there toward the cut line, he had a great run. You seen Wilson down there. He had a good run for a while. Several guys moving up. And you said Kel Peterson. He had a podium, and he just spun out late, got back in. I still think he finished fourth. So look for him to have another, strong evening here tonight. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. These trucks totally different than what we saw last night. They're real loose through the S's. They say they're a little loose under braking right now. Could possibly wheel hop. The rear end's real light, which means that front end is going to turn good, but you're going to have to really pay attention.
That's right. And Rob Hamilton Gaming in the chat saying, making fun of my dad bod. Buddy, my dad bod is worse than yours, I can assure you. I promise you, I look like a disfigurement is the only word I can find here right now, unless I can come up with some other kind of vocabulary. Disfigured, or no, disproportionate. There we go. That's what I look like. I'm disproportionate.
Disproportionate.
Yep.
I'll take that. That little bit there is going to hurt David Vodek on his lap. You saw him spin there. He's already got a little damage. First guys that really going to be able to take time here looks like Drew Calvert and Jacob Ainsworth. I think Ainsworth just going to be ahead of Calvert, so we'll be able to get a gauge right away.
We got a lot of drivers here on the track here. So, yeah, Drew Calvert currently sitting top of the spot here with a 156.21. There was word in the street that these trucks are significantly slower than the next gens. I do believe it coming from 156s.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing. Maybe 5, possibly 6 seconds slower. That's just your top end speed, you know. And you see right there, Christopher Jones sliding it through the S's. These trucks, kind of the same as the cars. It's going to take a couple laps. Your second lap should be your fastest lap as long as you can get off of the turn 11. See Eric Johnson there. He's went 155.38. I'd say that's a pretty good gauge. So, yeah, 5 seconds slower at him.
Yep, that's significant here. And we got some new camera views here. Kind of some distant closing in here. I've got a couple set up here in the bus stop, as you just saw that with Christopher Jones. Oh, man, he's loose as he's going down that downhill and off of the grass a little bit. I don't know if that's an X right there. Usually if you go off track, the qualifying time is disallowed.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with it. It's not going to really matter here. The hairpin's got him. Save a little tires, or just take it on back and start where you can.
Yep.
This is where I would immediately start putting more bias in the front right now. It's going to, you know, I would be doing it. These things are dancing already. Best I could do is a 156.6. That's the best I could do on this setup.
156.6. Well, Eric Johnson's out there with a 155.39 currently. He's still got one lap left to go. Well, actually, he's got 20% of the track left. So through 10 and 11 here.
Looking good again. Ooh.
It's slidey. It's definitely slick. Oh, Montrose bested him here with a 154.27, and Johnson is actually better his second lap here. Brandon Brock on track, currently third fastest right now.
This will be real interesting if Montrose can stay to the front tonight. We saw his speed. I mean, he had a few penalties last night, still able to finish 12th. Ooh, Brandon, everybody's sliding. But Montrose showed excellent speed last night, so it'll be interesting if he starts up front.
Well, I think the slickery is a thing tonight. I think you're going to see more guys sideways tonight than Monday night for sure. This guy right here, I was impressed last night. Tim Boyce.
Yeah, set on the pole. Didn't really mess anything up. Just a couple little incidents, you know, cost him a little time. But if I remember right, I believe he was 5th or 6th place last night. Great run, but able to sit on that pole, like I said, that make you feel good.
Oh, no doubt about it. He's showing some speed. Currently 10th fastest here. He's coming out of turn number 11 and going to cross the start finish line. See what that time's going to be here. Flagman watching the magic happen here as the 26 is going to be faster than 10th. No, he is not. He's actually a second slower the second lap. So maybe a slip up there somewhere along the way. And Mr. Consistency himself, the 57 of Charles Wilson. See what he can do here.
He looked pretty good last night. Never pressed the issue. I believe he was right there around the top 10 area. So yeah, collecting those points. He sounds like he's trying.
Well, he's slinging that truck left and right, trying to get as much rotation as he can. And I think those apexes he was running was pretty dang good. I think he's going to be faster than 12th. And yeah,
Yep.
he goes up 2 spots here. Mike, he goes up to 10th place.
Yeah, up to 10th. And you see it's pretty close with Jacob there. I think hitting that curb might have cost him 9th, possibly even all the way up to 8th right there. He got a little curb on turn 11.
And we got Rob Hamilton here crossing the start finish line for his first lap. I can guarantee you he will not be getting a second lap as we've got 40 seconds left to go. And Miss Lova Jackson, are you in the chat? I see you in there. I see you commented there. There we go. Flat Mom saying happy birthday to Lova Jackson with the balloons.
Bit of a milestone birthday from what I understand. And there you go. Not able to finish.
Story of my life.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so with that being said, looks like the drivers are going to get gridded up here for 45 laps around the slick one. As everybody's getting gridded up here and waiting for some of these drivers up front to get gridded up.
Saving that fuel, Adam. That's what they're doing. Saving that fuel.
No doubt about it. And here we go, down to the nitty-gritty. Starting on the pole for the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Starting grid is Ian Montrose in the number 10. The 18, Eric Johnson starting along outside here. In row number 2, Brandon Brock, Drew Calvert. Row 3, you've got Josh Newman with Brian Zemer. Row number 4, Joshua Yarbrough with Christopher Jones. And in row number 5, Jacob Ainsworth with Charles Wilson.
That'll get you to bring in row number 6. It'll be Tim Boyce right there. It'll be alongside Steve Giberson in the 60. Row 7. See what we got here. We got Sean Wilson in the 47. Brian Welchel will start next to him in the 53. Row 8. Carson Youngblood, probably not the start he was hoping for. Row be next to Terry Litweiler. Row 9. That'll bring us Bill Legatti. He'll be alongside Ronnie Welchel in the 62. And row 10, we shall see Rob Williams, and he'll be right there next to the P20 of Rob Hamilton.
In row 11, we've got Bob Redeker with David Vodka. Row 12, David DeVille with Ginger. And that's going to be it for your lineup tonight. 24 drivers set to take the field. And Mike, if you could join me in, we've got a long pace lap here. I want to sing happy birthday to that special someone, Miss Lova Jackson.
Yeah, we did make a promise, so we can get this on. Give us a countdown. We'll get after it.
Me.
You.
And 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Come on
to
now.
You.
No, you got to stop. We got to redo it again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You're killing me. You're off key.
I am. Okay, let me go up there.
You're starting later than I am. It's driving me insane.
Now I'm watching the button push.
All right, let's try this one more time. She deserves perfection, Mike. You're the professional singer. I'm gonna let you
Yeah, I'm
do it
trying.
first. You lead us to the green on the birthday.
right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Monica.
Jackson.
I know her name. Happy birthday to you.
That little delay killing us, man. There you go. We promised.
All right. Now I know it was torture, and everybody can unmute their mics now. Oh, they can't hear me. If their mic, their headsets. I mean, that was absolute torture.
Yeah, it wasn't very great.
I'm terrible.
I had to jump up there that little octave, and then I was like, well, oh well, just stay right there.
Yeah. Well, next time I'm gonna sing solo. Solo, you can't hear me.
There you go. Hey, we keep the promises. I knew it wasn't going to be great. It's just that little bitty time delay in between.
Oh man, it was.
All right, anyway. We see the guys having to move to the back. You got Eric Johnson there, Zemer, and Brock. I believe those to get the EOLs. They'll go to the back of the field.
And Glad Mom said I laughed so hard that I closed the stream. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I will not be uploading this to the YouTube. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
I get paid to make a fool of myself. Outcast pays me to make a fool of myself each and every night.
We try, though. We try hard, bud.
Oh, no doubt about it.
I said the only thing killing us was that little delay. In microseconds, but it's a little.
I'm definitely gonna have to go back and listen to it and just determine exactly how bad it was. But anyway, Eric Johnson, do not forget that it is Lova Jackson's birthday. All right, so here we go to the green flag. The flagman's got the flag in his hand. I'm going to lead you the way here. Side by side, it's going to be Calvert and Montrose. As they're getting down into the braking zone of turn number 1. And here they come. Yo, 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 yo. And up through the S's. Montrose going ahead and leading the way here. He's got a 7/10 lead over Calvert right now. And I'm liking this guy right here. Josh Newman's already up 2 spots here. Let's see what's going on here between Wilson and Ainsworth. Ainsworth's going to go ahead and dive it down into the bus stop.
Yeah, you can do that. If you get too far down, it'll give you an X, but you can do that with these trucks. You're able to jump the curbing a little bit better than the cars. Well, a lot better, to be honest with you.
Drew Calvert's actually got a gap between him and Newman now. Looks like about a second, which is pretty good here. Everybody getting single filed out. I don't really see any side-by-side battles as of right now. Well, and then I say that Eric Johnson and Bill Ligotti here battling. Johnson's going to make quick work of him. As Bill's going up the outside, that's going to allow the 3 of Brandon Brock to kind of get that spot. As they're moving up through the field quickly here, Mike.
Yeah, very quickly. I was about to bring that up. I mean, he's up 8 spots already from where he started, so we're not even done with the first lap. That'll show you they're making their way through there easily through the traffic. Here comes Brandon, right on the tail there. Both these guys easily up into, let's see where we at right there. Yeah, 15th and 16th
15th
already.
right there. Yeah, we'll pull them up on the screen there. There's Eric Johnson in 15th. Got a long way to go. I mean, we're just coming up here on completing lap 1. Montrose just now completes lap 1 as he heads back down into turn 1 with an impressive lead. I'm going to say the least here. 2.2 seconds in 1 lap. Not too shabby.
That's pretty sizable.
Drew Calvert doing a fantastic job as well.
Well, that's the main thing. Get that start. That downhill start into that bend is always scary for the drivers. You're not sure where everybody's going to check up, but here we go. We're able to get it through, get it rolling, and the information from the admin, 21 laps on a tank of fuel this evening, so possibly 2 pit stops to get this done. We'll just see who wants to try to save fuel.
Right now, they are not on a full fuel strategy. I promise you. I'm looking at the times here. I'm looking at how hard they're pushing, how loose the trucks are. They're slamming it down on the brakes, getting into the corner. And they are not saving anything right now.
No, and they shouldn't be, that's for sure. But it'll get down to it later as we go. You know, like we remember watching NASCAR. A lot of people like to run this race in reverse. If the tires are hanging in there, they'll take fuel as soon as they can toward that last run and try to ride it to the end. So we'll have to watch the strategies.
Well, Josh Yarbrough up in the 5th here. He's up 2 spots. Christopher Jones, impressive gain here, up 4 positions from where he started. So all in all, not too shabby here. As we'll take a look, instead of the gap right here, we'll show you where everybody's gained and lost here. Welchel, that's Brian Welchel, has gained 5 positions. You can see it right there on the tower. The up arrows, of course, are gains, and the red down arrows are losses.
Yeah, everybody in the top 11 moving forward other than Montrose because he don't have anywhere to go forward.
That's right. Gain 0, lost 0 here. And don't pay attention to Johnson or Brock. Well, I mean, pay attention to them, but don't worry about their losses here as they were served EOLs.
There you see Steve Giverson again. He ran top 10 all night, and he's running 8th right now. I mean, what can you say? He's got a kind of a feel for this place.
Mike, this guy's on a road course team. So, you know, yeah, he's pretty solid as far as a road racer goes. He has had some impressive runs. It's kind of been, you know, the team's kind of been taken out of play a few times. But when he's behind the wheel, Mike, he has had some very, very good pace.
All I know is that last corner was about perfect. Look out. Here we go.
Tim Boyce and the 16 of Carson Youngblood battling here.
Now you see there, folks, Boyce just a little out of the groove, just a little loose, and that gives Carson the run to the inside. He's able to outbrake him. Oh, and the 55 of Zemer trying to kind of the same thing there, not quite able to pull it off.
Not yet. They are moving up through the field, though. The 3 guys with EOLs are 12th, 13th, and 14th right now, so definitely got some places to go. As Dean Gear out of the race, I believe he's got I can't remember. I think pedal issues or something like that. I can't really remember.
Yeah, and they're storming through the pack here. It's kind of slowed down, as just kind of like last night. They'll get a few here and there, but you start to get to a little quicker drivers, a little harder to pass, and you got to use up a little more equipment. You see Johnson able to outbrake Zemer going into 1.
Yep, almost up inside the top 10 here. He's chasing down Boyce pretty fast. Liking the pace out of Eric Johnson tonight, but, you know, looking at his lap times here, he's running 158 to Montrose's 156, Calvert's 157. So, you know, he's taking his time getting up through the field by any means necessary, which I don't blame him. You know, you definitely don't want to put yourself in the world of hurt. Oh, as the 53 of Brian Welchel.
Ooh.
Spins there.
Don't know if he made any contact. Doesn't look like it. He might be okay.
Nope. Just off the track and then back on. Yep. Looks pretty clean to me.
Lucky brakes. That's easy to turn inside there.
Yeah, truck still looks fantastic as we get a complete look around right there.
Yeah, Montrose is setting a blistering pace. I don't know how long he's going to be able to keep this up, but it is absolutely blistering out front right now.
Yeah, 156 is consistently, I might add, or Mike might add. He's doing a fantastic job. He's using all the racetrack too. Did you see that? He was almost scraping the wall coming off. As he is 6.3 seconds ahead of Drew Calvert.
Yeah, he shot out of a cannon right now. If he can hold this pace, this will really help him when his pit stop comes up. But is he going too hard? You never know. Probably going to see it around lap 10, 11 when you see the fall off start to hit.
And it's Drew Calvert coming up through the S's here, doing a fantastic job. Josh Newman slipping and sliding. You can see, look at the skew on Christopher Jones' truck when he was coming up through the S's, Mike. The truck was sideways, and that's going to bring the 77 of Josh Yarbrough right up in the mix. The tires on the 39 are hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, you see Yarbrough, he was fighting a little bit on the braking part right there, but he's going to get a huge run inside right here. Try to bring Ainsworth along with them.
Yarbrough going to make the spot. Ainsworth's going to follow, so that means Christopher Jones going to move down into 6th place. These
Couple
guys
little slips.
Yep, they've got some spots to make up still, though. I mean, I understand they're both in the top 5 right now, but they got some pace.
All these guys up here in the top got good pace. It just Montrose has just went out so hard. We just got to wait and see how this shakes out. Get longer into the run.
What's going on, Timmy? And just subscribe or resubscribe at a tier 1 for 10 months. Nice streak there. Appreciate that, my friend. That really helps out the stream.
And that's the whole goal. We appreciate it.
I'm going to see here, Jones to Wilson is 0.7 of a second as we get on board here with Charles Wilson. Kind of see what he's seeing here.
He drives it exactly like I do. A lot of guys short shift that I go into 4th right there on that left-hander, so makes me feel better seeing these professional guys do it the same way.
Well, it just adds a sense of security.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can keep it a little tucked in a little better. Then once you point it, you can whoo-wee, and then you can point it and shift it and go up the hill.
And Charles Wilson, he's decked out here. He's got a helmet here with a big star on it. Take a look here. You can see it right there. U.S. Army Strong helmet with camouflage. He's got the camo fire suit there, so that's pretty cool. Little camera shot kind of showing what Charles Wilson is dealing with here.
Truck handling pretty well. I didn't even watch that steering wheel.
No doubt.
Not a lot of back and forth. Handling pretty well.
Steve Giberson's still there, though. He's up in 8th right now. And Eric Johnson up inside the top 10 already. And we are only 6 laps, coming to 7 laps in on this thing. So definitely making up some ground. He's hauling butt now. You know, he's running right at 159s and 2 minute. Now he's running 157, so he is very, very fast.
Yeah, able to save a little tire coming through traffic. So that's pretty impressive with Montrose still running 157 flat. So, yeah, trying to keep pace here, not fall any farther behind for the pit stop.
And now that we're 7 laps in on this thing, let's take a look here at the fastest 5x5. That's the 5 drivers with the fastest average for 5 laps. Eric Johnson not on there, but I guarantee you now that he's picked up the pace, he's going to jump way up there, probably somewhere around the 2nd or 3rd position here as far as fastest 5 for 5. Montrose setting a blistering pace right now. The top 5 are the fastest, though, Mike. I mean, you can see that right there. From Montrose to Ainsworth, that's all 5 drivers straight in a row.
Yeah, I mean, the other guys are making passes. These guys are a little more straight line, so it makes sense.
And then the best laps of the race right here, 1 minute 55.11 is Montrose. That's a pretty quick lap there.
Yeah, that's almost a pole lap, that's for sure. I mean, he's almost got it at the 10 seconds, so all the way, as long as he can keep driving away, it's just only going to help him on the pit stop.
And look how many Chevrolets we have out there. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit of Chevrolets.
Yeah, probably a reason for that. I would show you my whole room here with decorated my Chevrolet stuff, but it's okay.
We've only got 3 Fords out there in the field right now. And then Dodges, or Rams, I'm sorry, Ram. Only got 5 out there. And then if we go up here to Joshua Yarbrough, we've only got 3 Toyotas. So pretty much everybody's running Chevrolets out there.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. My group, they run a lot of Toyotas, man. They love them things.
And it brings me sad news to report that Terry Litweiler has had an accident on track. We're going to take a look at that and see what happened from the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds chopper cam. Coming up through the S's here. So it is he wrecked at the bus stop. Rear of the truck already loose here. And does hit the wall with the left front, so he does have some damage. And actually jumped the pits right there, so he is receiving repairs. Actually, I believe he's done. Yes, he is done for the night. No action left for Terry Litweiler.
Yeah, that's a shame. He just could not arrest that slide. Couldn't slow it down enough to stay out of the wall. That's a shame. You can see everybody is dancing a little bit. Now Johnson has now moved all the way up into 6th. So, I mean, this man's on a mission right now. Oh, look at this.
What?
Somebody just saw a spin live on camera. It might have been Josh Newman. I'm not sure, but I believe it might have been.
Yes.
Nope.
It was. We're going to take a look at it here. Went off track here. Rear's getting up underneath him. This is coming out of turn 1. Oh, just getting the throttle a little bit too much. He was already sideways when he got back in the throttle.
Yeah, I just caught a glimpse as it was leaving the camera there. That's yeah, those curbing there, that'll get you when you get under throttle for sure. But like you said, a little too hard on the gas.
Well, he's down pit road now as Montrose. Oh, and Drew C. MX, the owner of Pinnacle Wraps, one of our affiliates here, our partners at Outcast Motorsports, says this looks so much fun. Out of all the races on the schedule, this is the one week that I didn't want to miss. Well, you know what? Duty calls, and looks like Tim Boyce and Brian Zemer had a little incident here. Take a look at it. They were battling side by side. Let's see what happens between Zemer and Tim Boyce. Oh!
Clear, not clear.
55. It looks like he may have pinched down the 26. I know where to go. Oh, that's going to sting a little bit. Hey, Hold on, I got something to say in the chat. Lova Jackson says anyone but the 18. How can you say that? He's your nephew. How? Why would you say that? You got some splaining to do.
Well, that'd be two people in the chat that said the exact same thing.
Well, I think Lova Jackson just said it because she didn't type anything else. Didn't want to type anything else. He loves the 18. That's it. Yeah, let's go Johnson.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Not anyone but the 18. That's right. Crucci Franklin coming to the clutch.
Well, he showed it last night. I mean, we know he's excellent at this place, so showing it once again as he is just, I mean, within 10 laps, he just rolled up into the 4th position. I mean, pretty impressive to see Ainsworth on pit road here, scheduled pit stop.
Yep, you can see the left side's going up. He's going to grab right sides as well. So, with that being said, we're going to pit a little bit here early. Some of these drivers, they pitted on lap 14 last night and later. Now they're pitting a little bit earlier tonight.
Yeah, I don't mind the early call. If you think you got to do it twice, why not? Come on down, get it. A little less fuel each time, put your tires on, get gone. So Montrose kind of sliding, drifting all around. This is what I was waiting for, to see if he'd lose the tires or not.
Yep, we're running 157s right now, almost in the 158 area. Everybody else probably looks like they're in the 158s or higher. Drew Calvert, about 1 second slower per lap. And there we go, Lova Jackson, always 18.
Yeah, 43 looks real good tonight, Adam. I mean, he's having a decent run last night, ran into a couple of issues, but got the Ford looking good tonight.
Yes, he does. I'm liking it. I think my pick, though, you know what? I'm not going to pick. I'm not going to pick.
Well, did you
I
see
can't.
the chat group today? I think a lot of guys were blaming us last night for the curse. It was just a curse last night. Over and over.
I've learned my lesson as David DeVale's coming down pit road. Oh, nope. He was moved over for the 77. I thought he was coming down pit road. As Eric Johnson is in 4th place here and decides he wants to type here in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, that's a little disheartening for the group. Say,
Texting and driving in Missouri is illegal, my friend.
and moving forward at the same time.
Well, he's a multitasker.
Oh, he is that.
Hey, and D-Mac in the chat saying it's Ian's race. But it was your race last night. Don't come in here with that. That's Dalton Hall.
I mean, he has basically built up the time it takes to put tires and fuel in it right now. I mean, 13 seconds.
Anything can happen here. I'm not making fun of you, D-Mac. I'm just saying, we seen it last night firsthand that anything can happen to a fast driver. And I know you were caught in the line of fire there with that mishap, but man, like I said, he may have a 13-second lead right now, but you know how things are.
Well, I mean, he had blazing speed last night, but he had 2 pit road penalties, so we got to clean that up, make sure we're good, or else we'll be doing another drive-through here. So I don't think he'll have as much trouble as he did last night.
Yep, Ian Montrose pitted 5 times last night, Mike. 5 times. 2 of them were for pit stops. The others were for penalties. Like I said, anything can happen here. Now, he is in control, just like D-Mac said. It's Ian's race. He's in control of this thing.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, he just came out guns blazing. He's still running into 57s. There's no one even close to touching that on the track right now. Eric Johnson, he's close to the 57s, but he's almost a second a lap slower.
Now, Johnson's up in the 4th here as he's 5 seconds back from Joshua Yarbrough. Josh having a fantastic run tonight. I'm liking the 57 right now. I'm really liking the 57 and the consistency he's got. I mean, Brandon Brock stuck back here in 6th place. He's just been kind of struggling. I wouldn't say struggling. Let's take that back. He's been a little more cautious. Let's put it that way.
Perfect word.
Yes, he's been a little bit more cautious. I've noticed his lap times are a little bit slower, and I know for a fact Brandon Brock knows his way around Watkins Glen. Yeah, as Lovett Jackson says, anyone but the 10. Now you're talking. Now you're talking, Lovett Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. That's going to be a household hashtag. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Brandon Brock knows his way around a road course for sure. I've seen it. 5 seasons here. I know Brandon Brock knows what he's doing. His times are getting more and more consistent here as the run goes on. So he was a little bit cautious, worked his way up inside the top 10. I think that's where he's going to stay, kind of following Charles Wilson here for a little while.
Yeah, you can see he made up ground big time entering the bus stop, but Charles able to get a good drive off. Now they're just, nose to tail. And Charles just looks, as we said earlier, just looked like his truck was handling well. And as I say that, the curse hits and up over the curbing it goes. But yeah, every time, man, every time.
Whoa, as Brandon Brock gets into the grass a little bit. The truck does not like the grass there, buddy.
Well, I'd have the DuPont colors on it, too. That man won a lot of races at this racetrack, Mr. Gordon.
You better believe it. You better believe it. As we got Steve Giberson here in the 7th position. Looking good, looking good.
Yeah, got able to get past Christopher Jones, moved himself up another position. Now, Montrose is just SVG in these guys right now. It's just second a lap almost, half a second over the fastest other contenders, and then up to 14 seconds. What a run. It's a second a lap.
Pretty much, that's what the average is. Yeah, about a second a lap, Mike. You're exactly right. Very observant.
Yeah, fast with that math, Brett. Fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, my math don't math, so.
Well, my math really didn't very well there either.
I'm just curious as to when these top guys are going to pit here. Looks like everybody's pitted except, the top 10 have not pitted.
No, first man that pitted was Jacob Ainsworth, and he's back into 11th right now.
And
Needs to make up a little ground to catch the leaders.
And then back to 18th. Still no pitter. So Ainsworth, the only one in the top 18 that has pitted. So all in all, not too shabby.
Well, like I said, they said they could go, matter of fact, Eric Johnson said they could go 21 laps on fuel. So we know they do, they're doing 100% as well, I think, this year. But yeah, 21, you could save a little fuel, maybe press your luck, but it's going to be a 2-stop, I believe.
Well, Ainsworth pitted on lap 9. He let the tires heat up, put in some pretty good lap times, worked his way really high, and kind of did his little splash and go. So now he's going to split it up between, the 45 laps and the 9 laps here. Oh, that's Carson Youngblood off track. Looks like he just may have gotten on the grass a little bit. Got to be careful, folks, with these X's here. Carson Youngblood's already got 2 X's, so you can see he's running a 0X paint scheme, and I guarantee you he does not have 0 X's.
Oh, this corner really causing guys trouble. He slid all the way down
all
the hill
around,
right
drifted
there.
it, yep. And now the tires are hot. We're going to see what it looks like over here. Tires are hot. Oh, and again, leaving black marks here around the corner, around that hairpin.
He's just getting the last of the good out of him.
David Vonica up in front of him, though, in 18th place. Having a quiet run, though. Like I said, running 18th. And let's see here. Almost in danger. He's about 20 seconds away from going a lap down.
Yeah, leaders are coming up quick. Still waiting on the leaders to pit. The whole entire top 10 has not. Shows Carson Youngblood been on pit road twice. Must have received a penalty or got some damage repair, not sure which. And then the only other drivers to pit is Zemer has pitted. And of course, Josh Newman had the incident where he went down to get the damage fixed. So, here's Eric Johnson, pit road, Brandon Brock, pit road. Christopher Jones, pit road.
Yep, 3 fast drivers right here. Getting their stop in.
Be interesting to see where Ainsworth cycles out.
Well, he's just passing them now, so he's up inside the top 10 again. Was running 11th, now he's running 8th, and potentially grabbing this spot from Brian Welchel here. Let's get on board from Jacob Ainsworth. Whoa, now.
Oh, hey.
What a wheel man.
It showed the nose like a good road racer does, and then undercut real quick. Quite a move.
Montrose down pit road.
All right, here we go. Keep her clean here, Ian.
Last lap, 157.56, so still really, really fast. I'm just curious to see if he takes tires here. I'm sure he is.
Oh, I would assume, yeah. Full of fuel. Take your tires.
Yep, Drew Calvert now.
Yeah, that's it. Truly incredible, the pace he was showing. 157 this deep into the run, where most drivers are almost 159s to 2 minutes, so incredible pace out of Montrose.
Drew Calvert as well. He's still under the 2-minute mark. Still needing a pit, though, is Josh Yarbrough now down pit road. There he is. And no penalties as of now. Montrose already back out. No penalties for him. Remember last night, Mike, he spun out of pit road and got a blend violation with a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, we happened to catch that, and he was just leaving pit road, spun it around. And then, of course, that cost him, 33 seconds or something with the drive-through.
Well, he come out second.
Yeah, it's incredible the speed he showed. Well, we said last night, he showed great speed last night. It was just the penalties.
Charles Wilson moved up into third place here. Still has not pitted yet, so he's still got a pit stop to make. Iverson up in the fourth as well. He's still got a pit stop to make. Drew Calvert, pit stop to make. Brian Welchel. A bunch of others have already pitted. And Tina in the chat, long as Ainsworth keeps the paint scuff free. Oh, excuse me, folks. It's been a long day. Let me repeat that again. That was a long yawn. Man, oh man. Long as he keeps the paint scuff free, we're good. And she's referring to Jacob Ainsworth right here in front of Welchel.
I got to pump up the volume here. We got to get you woke up here, Adam. Come on now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the same way, buddy.
As Eric Johnson here. And looks like the 77 of Josh Yarbrough. Not nose to tail, but running 7th and 8th place.
Yeah, we're seeing a couple of different strategies here. A couple guys going to take this long. A few guys going for 2 stops for sure. I mean, I don't see any advantage of going long right now if you're going to have to make 2 stops. So maybe these guys are trying to stretch it, as we talked about. You're going to have to stretch maybe 3 laps, but on this course, tremendously hard to do.
That's right. And Tina, why don't you at Glatmom so she has no choice but to respond to the comment.
Is it Red Bull 30?
Yeah, more or less. Tim Boyce, hey, he's got some damage on the left front.
Certainly does.
I don't think
Way
it's
too
going to hurt
much
him.
camber for the road course here.
Yep, I don't think it's going to hurt him, though.
Should keep the outer ring a little cooler, huh?
Thank you, Tina. Appreciate that. Brandon Brock back in 10th, kind of fell back a little bit.
Yeah, after the pit stop, though, running really good lap time. Just ran his fastest lap of the race now. He's got some clean track, a 156.7, so he's starting to put it down a little bit. Guys in front not pitting yet. Running 2:02 with Tim Boyce.
Montrose just ran his fastest lap of the race. As Charles Wilson's still running in 3rd, doing a fantastic job here.
Yeah, he's really been able to conserve, keeping pretty, just, nice lap times over and over again. We're not really seeing any deviations that, that are showing up, any mistakes. Doing a great job. He still does have to pit, however, so we know that. But he would cycle back out in about 6th place if he was to pit right now. I think I read that right.
David DeVale having an issue here. We're going to take a look at it. From the instant replay sponsored by Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Coming up right here in the corner. We're going around.
Whoa,
In the
doggy,
wall.
whoa. Yeah, Dave's had a rough start to the season, but he's starting to get a little improvement at a time. This isn't a place where, if you're not sure what you're doing, to be. So just kudos to him for showing up to get the points on the board.
And it's Josh Yarbrough now. Little off-track excursion. He's now got 2 incident points.
Now, I'm sorry, what I said earlier with Charles Wilson, and once he pits, he'll cycle back down to about 9th position, maybe 10th if he were to come in now.
Yeah, let's see here. I'll double check your math.
Well, it's 28 seconds back to 10th.
Yep.
So
No, you're right. Yep, you're right. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I'm just trying to figure these strategies out. I'm not quite Steve Letarte by any stretch, but I'm trying to figure these out as we're looking at the scoring monitor.
Well, I'm interested to see when Calvert and Wilson and Giverson are going to pit here. David DeVale now down pit road.
Yeah, Calvert could pit now, and he should cycle out right around the 7th position, possibly 8th, depending on how he gets on in and out of pit road. But that's about what we're looking at right now. Brian Welchel, he's going to cycle out down to about 13th position right now, somewhere in that area once he pits.
Track temps up. We're at 102 here, so this is the hottest part of the day right now. And you can see half of the track here, Mike. You can see now it's dark, a little bit overcast. But
yeah, that definitely helped him.
Going down through.
Oh,
Brian Zemer.
We saw pieces. Oh, yeah, the
Seamer,
right fender's gone.
man. We're going to take a look here at what happened to Brian Seamer. I hate that. As Drew Calvert's now coming down pit road as we're watching the replay. Oh. And we're going to overshoot here. And second burst, same as the first. In the same spot as David DeVille had that incident. And it looked identical there, Mike.
Yeah, that corner is causing guys big problems on that downhill, but we'll see what he does. I mean, he lost the fender, but it didn't look like it tore up. He's probably got some wheel damage. Just have to wait and see if he pits right here.
Nope, he's going to stay out here. I guess the wheel's still straight, so no harm, no foul as Drew Calvert coming out of his box right here. We're going to see just kind of where he cycles back to. I know he went way longer here than Montrose did. Montrose pitted on lap 15. He pitted 4 laps later on 19. I'm just curious to see where it's going to cycle out because, you know, he was running second.
Well, he's able to cycle out into showing 5th right now. So even a little quicker stop than I had anticipated.
Yeah, 47 seconds total. And Tina Glatmom to the rescue. Thank you. Appreciate that. And let's see. Yeah, there's Drew Calvert there in the 43. And we've got him. I believe we've got his webcam here. See if we can't throw it up on the screen. There we are, Drew Calvert. Giving her a go tonight.
Wow, what a setup.
Well, you know, you can't hide money.
Oh my God, no, you cannot. That looks fantastic.
Well, you could hide it if you didn't have a webcam.
That's for sure. Oh, that setup looks very good. I like the angles on that better than the big winged out. Immersive.
No doubt about it. Appreciate you, Drew, for sharing your webcam with us tonight. As finally, this is what I wanted to see here. Charles Wilson, see where he cycles back to. My question is, though, I mean, look, Mike, his last lap was 158. So, I mean, he still had pretty good pace. I mean, he's a great road racer.
Yeah, and he went 20 laps. So, yeah, not going to be able to probably make it, but he had, and you can see, he pushed on the end lap. That's the main thing. If you know you're going to pit, you got to get your best time coming in and out. Still think it'll cycle somewhere around 10th.
Yes. 7th right now, and Christopher Jones now going to come down for a finish line down turn 1. He's going to take that spot from Wilson as Wilson's coming out of pit road. It's going to be one heck of a battle here between the 39 and the 57. Now, one thing we got to note here, the 39, he's up to speed. He's got warm tires. They're up the tip. Charles Wilson, he's got brand new tires. He has got to keep in his mind here, you've got cold stuff. You got to reset.
Oh, absolutely. We saw it with the leader last night. Got to watch your braking points and your bias right now. There you go, sliding through a little bit. Sliding out a little bit.
Well, I think he was being a little too nice and letting Steve Giverson go by. Steve, well, he was hauling the mail right there. Last pitted on 19, so he's got heat in his tires, no doubt about it.
Well, we ran, 21? We're working lap 21 right now. So, yeah, that's going to be it. It's going to be a 2 stops. I don't see the benefit of staying out long anymore.
No, I'm curious about a short stop here, though.
Absolutely. I would think about that once I got inside the mark. You don't want to do 2 back-to-back, of course, but you're probably going to see guys like Johnson, Ainsworth, Jones, those guys that took a little bit earlier stop, they'll probably come in with about 15 to go, something like that, and take their shot, I bet.
Going around the 55 here, not for position. Looks like Brian Zemer's actually a lap down as Carson Youngblood goes back off track again. See where he's at. Oh, as he jumps to the pits, looks like his day is done.
Truck didn't look that bad.
Not at all. Drew Calvert moves up into fourth here as Jacob Ainsworth in third. Johnson in second. 35 seconds back to from Ian Montrose.
And we see Calvert on the new shoes. He's starting to close it down on Ainsworth. He's got it down to about a second and a half. So you might expect him to pull the pass off. Not too long down the road.
And let's see here. So we've got Montrose back here to Johnson. And let's take a look here real quick. Johnson significantly slower than Montrose lap after lap.
Yeah, that's a story throughout the field. This man has, he is laying it down with this thing today.
And if we look back here between Johnson and Ainsworth, Ainsworth's slower.
Yeah, significant difference there for lap 18, 19, 20.
No, but Ainsworth is a little bit slower here because he's, it's been 12 laps since he pitted. He's 12 laps on those tires compared to Johnson's 7. So you can see he's just about a half a second slower per lap. And now let's take a look here at someone who's got 10 lap newer tires. And that's Drew Calvert. 1.2 seconds faster than Johnson and Ainsworth.
Yeah, he's rolling them in pretty fast. He's got it down to about 9/10, 8/10. So a couple of braking zones, you'll be able to see him probably show right up in the picture.
Yeah, Drew Calvert, he's there within striking distance right now. Here he is right there. Oh yeah, he is there now.
I'll give it this, Jacob absolutely not letting Eric Johnson run away. Putting pressure on lap, corner after corner.
Well, I'm just curious to see what kind of play this happens here with when Calvert gets into the picture.
Well, he's going to be set up, if he gets out of 11, he's going to be set up for a nice, inside move on Ainsworth, I would think, at the end of the front stretch.
And as we look off the back bumper here, the back deck lid here, the trunk lid, Drew Calvert is there. Boy, he had a momentum. Very nice apex there from Drew Calvert. He's showing his inside. He lets out a little early. He was contended. He was contended with David Vodka there.
Yep.
Back in the throttle and to the bumper. No drafting whatsoever. He's trying to take the spot.
I don't know if I'd do it right here. But he is being hindered, It's definitely slowing him down.
Get ready to go through the bus stop here. Oh, man. Great bus stop there from Calvert.
Yeah, he's got him here if he wants it. Oh, gonna let him have it.
Great battle between these two.
Yeah, it's fun to watch right here, how you set up passes, how you get off the corners. Here would be a spot, but he did not get off the corner well. A little bit loose. That is a good passing zone right there.
He's caught him, but he's being very, very patient. That is the Drew Calvert way. He is not aggressive, in my opinion. Drew Calvert is far from aggressive. So
Well,
he's going to take his time here.
I like it. He probably knows he's not catching Montrose, but his podium is right there in front of him. And again, he's going to be hampered to not be able to jump to the inside.
Yep. Second lap in a row here. He's got someone to the inside heading down into turn one, which is a crucial spot right here to set yourself up in the S's and going down to the bus stop. If you just blow turn one or can't get the drive off turn one, you're absolutely just garbage going up through the S's. All the momentum is completely gone.
Well, that's absolutely right.
And you can see right there, he's dropped back now. I mean, he's almost a second back now from Jacob Ainsworth.
It's not able to get his line that he wanted. You see right here, it pushes the issue a little bit out to the curbing. Keep the pressure on. Good battling right here. This is the best battle on the track, folks. That's why we're focusing in. Jacob's so good into this hairpin, same as last night. He's really, really got the hairpin figured out.
Calvert's still trying to close that gap up, though.
Yeah, Drew definitely not pressing the issue. See if he moves inside here. Nope, he's going to wait. You would think he'd get a clear shot down the front straight at some point, and that is the best passing zone on the track.
What we're going to see here is they're coming across the start-finish line now, and he has got clean track in front of him here as far as trying to make the pass happen in turn number one, or at least get the momentum down. That's what he needs.
Yeah, just not able to get out of turn 11 well right there. Looked like he took a little shallower entry than the other guys, but still should have probably much newer tire.
We'll see here. He's been really good here at the bus stop. See how good he looks here. Still dropping back just a little bit. Let's cool them tires down there, Drew, and get another go here.
Yeah, very well. Maybe what he's trying to do.
Guys working their way around David DeVille, and as we go up here to the leader, Ian Montrose. Timothy Boyce now down pit road. Montrose still leading the way and looking good as we've got 20 laps to go. 40-second lead here.
Yeah, he's just gone. I mean, he's almost the length of a pit stop ahead of the entire field. So what a job. I mean, he's just making amends for last night, showing how powerful he can be on the road course.
And let's take a look back here at Josh Yarbrough. Kind of go through the field a little bit here. I mean, you've seen Montrose, Johnson, Ainsworth, and Calvert. Now here's Josh Yarbrough. Back here in fifth place, 9.8 seconds back from Drew Calvert. And Brandon Brock's worked his way up to sixth place here. He's 7.5 seconds back from Yarbrough, so he's got some ground to make up as well. I think that's going to be about the finishing spot here, but we still got some pit stops, so things can happen.
Yeah, he's a second faster than Yarborough right now. So we'll just have to wait and see as he works his way through here before the pit stop, if he can, kind of reel him in a little bit to try to improve his spot.
Yeah, curious to see. I mean, he can definitely jump, maybe undercut here a little bit. I mean, he's close on pit stops right now. Everybody can make it if they pit right now. So
Yeah, we're in the window.
my question is, does he short pit here? I mean, yeah, I understand he's going to drop some spots, but will that, what if Yarborough doesn't come in for another 4 or 5 laps? Is that going to make a difference in tires between these two? Because they're 4 seconds apart. I don't know if Brock can make that 4 seconds up by shortcutting or undercutting.
I'm not sure. He would drop back to about 9th position, somewhere around there right now. So, and then everybody still has to pit. So, just have to wait and see. It's going to be a interesting strategy call for sure. Still watching the lap times, and he was 0.6 faster the last lap. So he is reeling him in pretty good.
Well, we'll take a look at it here from the head-to-head battle between these two. So, yeah, 2 seconds, 1.2 seconds, and then he's a half a second slower last lap.
Yeah, made a mistake somewhere.
But he's definitely catching him. It shows if Brandon Brock keeps this pace right now, he'll catch him in 6 laps or 11 minutes.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I like that.
How about that?
That's cool. You got all the tricks, man.
Now it's showing Brandon Brock will catch him here in 3 laps. He was 3 seconds faster than Josh Yarborough. So it shows it now catch him here in 3 laps. So make sure you're watching there. There you can see Brandon Brock back there in the background. He's got Ronnie Welch in between him. Ronnie will probably pull out of the way. He normally does. He's a very courteous driver here in Outcast.
They're asking if Montrose has to pit. All the leaders should have to pit one more time, all the way down to 18th position. So everyone should have one more pit stop remaining.
And JK, we're going to highlight your favorite driver here in the Outcast, Ian Montrose. Appreciate you joining late. Does that mean you're loading a comment that I'm not going to like?
It could be.
I guarantee it is. The finger has been flipped.
I mean, he's 42 seconds up on Johnson right now, basically. So he could make a pit stop, come out. And
in the lead.
I still think, I think it's still be in the lead.
Well, Johnson up in the second here as he's now 2 seconds ahead of Calvert. And Calvert somehow, I've missed the Calvert and Jacob Ainsworth.
It looked like Ainsworth pitted right there. So Ainsworth's making his last stop.
Montrose has been fast all night. He's put a second a lap on everybody.
Yeah, he just got that much speed. You can't say much else about it.
And
able to maintain that speed. That's the key thing to it, Adam. He's been everybody's falling off so bad, and he's just able to maintain.
Jacob Ainsworth down pit road right here, though. That's the reason that the spot has been made up with Drew Calvert. There he is. Off of pit road here is Ainsworth. So he's going to drop back probably to 8th place here. Charles Wilson way too far back to contend here for that position. You see Ainsworth right there.
Yeah, Ainsworth came out in 8th. Good call. See, Calvert starting to put a little pressure on Eric Johnson, too. He's got it down to almost a second.
Yeah, he does. I'm liking what I'm seeing on this 43 machine.
Yeah, look good all night, no doubt.
As we look off the rear bumper here of Eric Johnson. And the Phoenix is flying tonight, no doubt about it. Calvert's there, though, Mike. He's got it under a second here and closing.
Yeah, I look for Johnson to pit right here to cut off the undercut of Ainsworth. We'll see if he does.
And there it is. Johnson down pit road. It's going to put Drew Calvert back in second.
This might put Drew far enough ahead for a splash and go late. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, Calvert last pitted on lap 19, so he was a late bloomer, no doubt about it. So I think that's what he's got in his mind. A little splashing, go. I would not take tires, Mike.
No, if you're going to splash and go, I wouldn't take any at all. I mean, what's it going to save? It's going to give you maybe 8 seconds.
Yeah.
If you just take a little splash.
Something like that.
Maybe save 8 seconds overtaking. Here comes the rest of the field. So he could make this pretty close if he can stretch a little bit right here while Johnson's tires are taking time to get up to speed.
And Johnson, definitely took tires there. Brandon Brock moves up into 4th place. How about that? Having a good little run here tonight.
All right, so they came out apart 36 seconds. That's going to be so hard to overcome because he's going to be able to cut the deficit here. So real hard for Calvert to decide what to do.
Yep, Montrose down pit road. Calvert 44 seconds back.
Yeah, Montrose should come out still in the lead. Something happened to Jacob Ainsworth too. His last lap 2:23. Not the lap he was looking for.
Ainsworth out of pit road there as Drew Calvert now closes up the gap to only 7.5 seconds, but Calvert still has to pit as Josh Yarbrough now comes from 3rd place down the pit road as Brandon Brock takes over 3rd now. Johnson's already made his pit stop of the night. Here's Jacob Ainsworth right here in 6th. Should be a better lap for Ainsworth. There we go.
Yes, it should.
Yep, 156. That's his fastest lap of the race.
New tread's feeling good now.
And let's see, looks like Yarbrough, Giberson down pit road. Christopher Jones already served his stop. He is good to go all the way to the end. Brian Welchel, he is in 9th. He still has to pit. Last pitted on lap 19 as well. Charles Wilson, he is good. And Sean Wilson, he is good as well. Sean Wilson with a quiet night here. Look at that. The 47 actually peeking into the top 10.
Yeah, really good run. We haven't called him hardly all night. Just doing his thing. Trying to get into that top 10. Giberson starting to try to heat up Christopher Jones a little, but that's kind of stagnated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Calvert's on pit road.
I think that Giberson will be able to catch Christopher Jones. I really do.
He's had another, really good night. This is kind of what we saw out of him last night. And here comes Drew Calvert. So we're going to see if he can keep this undercut from Eric Johnson from working, but it's going to be very, very close. I don't even think it'll be that close. Is it going to splash and go? Nope, he's getting tires.
Oh, brother. And Brandon Brock down pit road. There he goes. As Johnson moves back up into the second position.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this gap. Saw Drew coming off pit road. All right, so he lost in that exchange a little bit, Adam. He was, within a second to 2 seconds. Now it's almost 6. So he lost a little bit in that exchange.
Yeah, 3.2 seconds back. Drew Calvert is to Ainsworth. Oh, not sure the deficit is going to be closed up. He's going to have to do this shindig, this old song and dance all over again.
Yeah, see how quickly he can close, but everybody's got pretty much new shoes. Montrose was able to pit, hold the lead. He's 43.8 seconds ahead now. He is just flying around this place.
Oh, yeah, wow. 1 minute 55. So that's Jacob Ainsworth fastest lap once again as Christopher Jones goes off track. Just a little bit of left sides in the grass. No harm, no foul. As Giberson's now worked his way up within a second of the 39 of Christopher Jones.
Yeah, we saw this with Christopher last night. A little off track toward the end of the race, cost him a few spots. Let's hope he hang on to it there, get a nice 7th place finish. He's up 1 from where he started. Giberson's up 4 from where he started. And somebody we haven't called tonight, Brian Welchel, up 5 positions. He's in the top 10 now.
Still has to pit, though. Still last pitted on lap 19, so he's definitely going to have to stop and grab a flash and go here. That's gonna put him outside the top 10 here, because Charles Wilson. I mean, if you look out the back here, Charles Wilson at 57 is creeping up.
Yeah, that'll give a spot to Sean Wilson and Rob Williams too when he has to. Well, no, Rob still hasn't pitted either, so he may lose 1 spot out of the exchange. I gotta get me a new chair or something. Oh, there we go.
'57 still creeping up on him here. Still now worked his way around to about less than a second now. Charles Wilson doing a good job. Nice and consistent tonight.
Yeah, he's looked real smooth all night. He did the same last night. I think he might get to Christopher. He's got it to a second. Let's see here. Giberson's got it to a half a second. Then Charles Wilson's got it 1.2. So he's still not pushing the issue.
Seven-tenths back now, closing down to a half a second again on Christopher Jones. Nice battle about to shape up here between the 60 and the 39.
Now, we've seen some good battles tonight, Adam. I mean, they've been spread out, but every now and then you get 3-4 cars really into. Look at this braking difference. Wow.
And around he goes. I told you, Steve Giberson was going to grab that spot.
He made that look easy.
He's very solid on road courses. Very impressed with the skill set that Steve Giberson has. But honestly, I'm looking out through the field now. That's going to be his last position. So if he stays like he's running here, he's going to finish 7th. I don't think, unless they have an issue, it's some drivers up front. I think he's going to be finding himself finishing in the top 10 and 7th position. Now let's take a look here. Charles Wilson now, he is about a half a second back from Brian Welchel, but we're not worried about that. He's still got to pit. You see Welchel pull out of the way. Let's Charles Wilson go. So Wilson now up to 9th. Sean Wilson in 11th still. Rob Williams, he still has to pit. Put it on lap 16. This guy's been out a long time. It's time for him to go in. And Ronnie Welchel as well.
He's pushing it out there a long ways. Yeah, still got 4 guys yet to pit. 12th, 13th, 14th position, along with Brian Welchel in 10th. So this might play out well for Sean Wilson to get up in the top 10.
I can almost guarantee you Sean Wilson's going to pick up a top 10 here. I mean, he was within 20 seconds or so from Brian Welchel. Once Brian goes in, Sean Wilson's going to pick up the 10th. But I'm back here watching Ronnie Welchel. I mean, he's got a nice nice gap here. Oh, as he goes down pit road, he was battling with David Vodka. About a 10-second gap, though. The Vodka may pick up that spot.
Have no idea how guys can run road courses in VR. I cannot do it. I can run ovals, but I cannot run road courses in it.
I'm faster running VR on road courses.
I get kind of queasy, and I have to do it for a while to get used to it, I guess.
All right, so now let's take a look here. Drew Calvert has closed up the gap between him and Jacob Ainsworth. We'll take a look here at the kind of the head-to-head battle between these two. It shows Calvert catching him in 11 laps. Now, we've got 10 laps to go.
Yeah, he's got that one big lap in there. I don't know what happened with Jacob on that lap, but 3/10. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's down to 1.8, so that'd be 6 laps on my math if he could keep up that pace.
Ooh, big moment there for Drew Calvert, though. He was sideways.
Definitely got a good drive on that last corner.
As they cross the start finish line again. Get an updated time sheet here from Calvert. Yeah, 2/10 faster. Yeah, it shows he'll, after it's updated, it shows he'll catch him here in 3 laps. Yeah, your math's pretty good there.
Well, I mean, it just depends. Like I said, there's so many variables. Because he lost a little coming through the S's, so here he's losing the run all the way down this long straight.
Calvert's trying, though. Trying to get that podium taken away from Jacob Ainsworth. Ainsworth don't want to give it up, though. I can tell you that.
Well, he definitely can gain in under braking, but he's having trouble putting the power down. Ainsworth very good at getting off the corner. I mean, it just every time it's 2/10 for Calvert going in, and he loses 2/10 coming out.
It's really the closest battle on the track right now. As Sean Wilson, just as I thought, gonna grab the spot away from Brian Welchel. Now Brian, 22 seconds back, and I don't think that's gonna be enough. There's not going to be enough time for him to close that gap back up, as Sean Wilson has already pitted.
Yeah, it's going to work out well for Sean Wilson, and I don't know how David Vodka is doing it, but he still has not made his pit stop.
As we look at the tower telemetry here for Sean Wilson, you can see he's We got 9 laps to go, and he's almost to a half a tank of fuel, so he's got plenty to keep this 10th place spot.
Little traffic to deal with.
Yeah, he's got a 20-second gap between Charles Wilson and a 21-second gap between Brian Welchel. So looking pretty secure. Just keep doing what you're doing, and all will be right.
Yeah, you got to give a shout out to the guys having good nights, and good for him. Having a real good night.
Brandon Brock trying to close down the gap with Josh Yarbrough. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. 4 seconds between Brock and Yarbrough here. Keep swapping times back and forth.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. One's good and then one's bad, and one's good and one's bad.
Not too bad a night here for Brandon Brock, though, running in the 6th position.
Everything's kind of cooled off on the battles so far. Kind of what we saw earlier. We saw Calvert catch them, but not able to pass them, and now that's kind of stagnated around 1.8 seconds.
Yep, Drew Calvert can see the prize, but can he go up there and grab it?
Gonna find out in the next 7 laps. I'll be 8. I'm sorry. Yeah, leader already crossed the line.
I mean, he's definitely within striking distance. If Jacob Ainsworth has an issue here, Calvert's going to be there to capitalize.
Closest other battle, top 10, Christopher Jones kind of closing it down on Steve Giberson just a bit. But then, never mind.
There's old Christopher Jones running in 8th, having a very nice run tonight as he's 1.4 seconds back behind Steve Giberson. I don't think Giberson's going to let him catch him, though. I really don't.
Yeah, he is consistently taking a little time off. I don't know if he's found a little something or Giberson's fallen off, but I mean, he just took off another 3/10 in that corner. He is visibly catching Giberson now.
Yes, he is. Only a half a second back, too. How about that? Oh, he is there.
I mean, that happened fast. He's loose. No surprise they didn't burp the throttling. Had a wheel hop.
Still closing in. He's there. He's diving it in on the entry, but he's losing it on the exit here.
Yeah, a little bit. Giberson a little better through the boot thus far, but Jones was way better through 10, 11, and 1. Yeah, able to get the power down good that time.
As they're pretty much bumper to bumper here. Coming up through the final corners. Christopher Jones needs to have a really good exit out of 11 to be able to do something here with the 60. As we're going to look out back of Steve Giberson. Oh, he's looking low. He's looking low to the inside. Giberson's got no choice here. Now you need to try to swap him back up, Steve.
I did notice Christopher doing a few things that I like to do as well, and that's when the hot track, leave
Short
it in
shift.
third through the bus, leave it in third and through the bus stop, leave it in third off the carousel, just less wheel spin.
Woo! Diving it in deep for the 60. Holy moly. What an entry for the 60 of Steve Giberson.
I bet that made the mirror light up a little bit in Christopher's eyes there.
It did. And let's check back on Drew Calvert right now. Oh, he's got Jacob Ainsworth a little bit closer here. 1.2 seconds. And we've got 6 laps to go.
Yeah, I looked up a second ago and it was 2 seconds. So they may have a little slip out of Jacob there.
Yeah, Calvert not slower than Jacob Ainsworth. That time he was 0.4 seconds faster last lap by. So Ainsworth about to have a mirror slap full of the 43.
Yeah, he may just cool him off for a little bit to make one last shot at it here. Jacob's still tremendous down the straightaways. Able to really put the power down well. We got this battle. We got Brandon Brock trying to catch Joshua Yarborough for top 5. He's got it under a second.
Wow, yeah. I've been watching Brock here on the timing chart. He has been consistently faster than Joshua Yarborough. Really, really pushing that truck hard. Let's see what Brock's
this is
got.
the battle. Like that corner.
Definitely closed way up on the 77 now.
Yeah, he's really able to throw it into the bus stop. Closed it down about 4/10 right there. Yarborough a little better through that final section.
Yeah, Yarborough looking very, very good there.
Yeah, he was very good through the final section of the boot.
Went up through the S's now.
Yeah, it's tremendous camera work, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Really great. Let's see if Brock does the same. He's been diving it hard, but it's cost him a little on the backside. Oh, yeah, here he comes.
Old Brock diving it down into the entry of the bus stop. And this is where he gets Josh Yarborough at right here. Is the second half of the track.
Yeah, he's definitely a little smoother going into the bus stop.
And see what kind of happens here between the 77 and the 3 right now. But a battle is definitely shaping up here between Calvert and Ainsworth.
Yeah, Calvert might have found a little something. We'll keep you appraised of that. He's got it down to 1 second with 4 laps to go.
Here we go. And actually kind of lost a little bit too. He had it within a half a second and just kind of slipped up on those final 3 or 4 corners. Crew Chief Franklin says, Brock has it going on tonight. Yeah, you better believe it. Brandon Brock, he's hungry for a win. Trying to go up there and catch the 77, but you know Josh Yarbrough, he is hard to make the pass happen.
Yeah, he's continually beating Brock on the end of the boot and in turn 10 and 11. But then if he can close it up here, yeah, see, he lost again. He went a little too hard on the brakes, trying to dive it way in there, lost his momentum, lost about 2/10 right there. Calvert's got it down to 4/10, 3/10.
Calvert's on the bumper now. Ainsworth, yeah, I'm telling you, just like I said last night, Jacob Ainsworth does not look in the mirror. He's not worried about the 43. He's going to run his line, and the 43 is going to have to find a way around.
Might be able to outbrake him, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait to see. Just needs to find a way to get the power down as good as Jacob has, because Jacob just able to get the power down so well. Battle for the podium. It is on.
And we got cameras side by side here. Drew Calvert and Jacob Ainsworth both on camera as they're trying to battle each other. Only just a handful of laps left.
Now, once again, Jacob with a great exit. This will be Drew's opportunity if he can stay with him on this backstretch. He's just not been as good through the S's. See, they're sliding out a little bit.
And Jacob also kind of trying to drop the draft a little bit. You can see him swerving all the way down to the inside. All right, now this is where Drew Calvert's a little bit better than Ainsworth, is around these technical parts.
Yeah, he's able to brake a little better.
Drew Calvert has, yeah, he's got large monitors. I think all are triple 32s. No, or triple 42s. I can't remember. I think they're 42s.
My goodness. Where do you put those in the mansion?
He's got his own room. Man, what a battle between these two right here. And
he's trying everything.
And look, we still got a good battle going on here between the 77 and the 3. Brock still trying to do everything he can to reel in the 77. Just not sure he's got what it takes. And here we go, Calvert again to the back bumper, the 73.
Yeah, he's there.
Calvert,
get the run.
Calvert won't risk wrecking him though. He'll finish 4th before he risks wrecking Ainsworth.
Stayed with him that time. He lost 2/10 last time. He stayed with him that time. So,
well, here we go. It's going to determine turn 1 right here. Oh yeah, Drew Calvert with a fantastic exit here in 1. But what will he do here with it? He kind of loses a little bit going up through the S's, but now he's to the draft. Does he look to the inside of Ainsworth?
Can he get there? Ainsworth's so good putting the power down. I've said it over and over. Oh, this lap traffic. Uh-oh.
Bob Redeker just in front of Ainsworth right now. Oh, it slows him up. That's going to put the 43 to the 74.
Oh.
He backed out. I told you, he
did.
backed out. He will not risk. Oh, here goes Drew Calvert in the wall. Man, oh man.
That was going to be
Night
quite
is
a
done
battle.
for Drew Calvert as the white flag comes out for Ian Montrose.
And
on the last lap, Mike.
wow. Yeah, coming to take the white. That is a shame. Brock and Yarbrough. I mean, Montrose 51 seconds ahead right now, just gone. Brock and Yarborough's about a half second, then it's 2/10, then it's a half, so we'll wait and see. But give this man kudos. We didn't put him on the screen enough tonight. I mean, he was just gone from the opening bell. Clean race, no penalties. What a fantastic effort out of the 10.
Absolutely. Yeah, this guy has proven tonight just how fast the Bulldog really is. An absolute dominating performance.
And he showed what he can do with the right dancing partner. That is for sure.
And we got his webcam up too. He's coming through the corners.
Look at the focus on that man. He could literally just throw it into third and ease it around, but he is focused.
.52-second lead here.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Coming into the final two corners of the night on the final lap. Montrose has led 43 laps of the 45.
Yeah, other than pitting, which the first time when he pitted.
And the checker
There it
flag
is.
waves for Ian Montrose. How about that? What a fantastic performance.
Absolute domination. Well, I said at the beginning, I wanted to see. He had an unbelievable pace last night. A few bad circumstances, but he started up front, and that was it. It was a done deal. Brock and Yarborough still trying to situate it out, but Yarborough able to hold him off so far. They got about 4/10 of a lap left, 3/10 of a lap left.
To the bumper, though. John Yarborough may get this thing, or will the three ship him?
That's where Yarborough's been better consistently, right there.
Two more corners left here. What does Brandon Brock do? He's going to get the throttle down, going to put the bumper to the 77.
Trying up and under.
Nope, not going to happen. Boom, in the
too
wall
much.
to the 3.
Too much pace.
Rat
Oh,
race.
did he?
Almost. Almost got him.
Ah, that was close. Close. I thought that wall contact would really slow him down, but it did not. Now we're just showing off, Bulldog. Wow, Adam, quite a finish there, man. It was a shame for Calvert. Real good battle with Brock there. Good pictures tonight, my friend. Just tremendous camera angles.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a great race. I knew the trucks were going to be the best ones yet. Now, I don't know about the Gen 6s. I'm going to have to, we have to talk to some of these guys that actually have practiced these things at Watkins Glen to see what their thoughts are as far as competitiveness. But I knew the trucks were fun. They're always fun at road courses. Doesn't matter what road course you go to, they're always slipping and sliding. They're always fun.
I agree. I enjoy driving it myself. Matter of fact, it's my preferred vehicle on the game. Bernie down.
We'll put it over the flag stand. There we go.
There you go.
Boom. And
Oh.
the engine is cooked. All right, so without further ado, let's get down into the business here of showing you the finish results for tonight's race. Ian Montrose bringing it home with 42 of the 45 scheduled laps here. Eric Johnson finishing second with Jacob Ainsworth finishing third. Joshua Yarbrough in fourth. Brandon Brock fifth. Christopher Jones finished sixth. Steve Giverson seventh. Charles Wilson eighth. Sean Wilson ninth. Brian Welchel in 10th. Rob Williams in 11th. Drew Calvert, after battling Jacob Ainsworth there for the third spot on the last lap, or 2 laps before the end, has an accident and finds himself finishing in the 12th spot. Ronnie Welchel 13th, Rob Hamilton in 14th, Tim Boyce 15th, Brian Ziemer in 16th, with Bob Redeker in 17th, David Vodka 18th, Bill Ligotti 19th, and Josh Newman bringing it home in the 20th spot. Montrose with the pole position. Montrose with the fastest lap. Montrose with the most laps led. And the hard charger that doesn't serve any points is Rob Williams. And only 2 green flag lead changes. So pretty much Montrose kept the lead there.
Oh, yeah, he just took off. Other than a pit stop, he was gone. It was just unbelievable pace by the Bulldog tonight.
And Gabi Moto in the chat saying, woo! Yeah, I would be saying woo too if I finished 7th there, Giverson. Yeah, did a fantastic job tonight, buddy. All right, so we've got some drivers here in the waiting room. So let's get those guys in here. We're going to start here with Jacob Ainsworth. And why don't you take it away? There we go. Jacob's in the booth here.
All righty. 2 nights in a row, Jacob Ainsworth. Another great run tonight. All I can do is praise your ability tonight. Man, you were able to get off the corners in these trucks. Probably saved you the battle with Calvert there, but you were just able to stretch every time you were coming out of the corners. Just a great run, man.
Thank you. It's a shame that that battle ended the way it did. I was really looking forward to a white flag back and forth with him because he was fast. I think he was faster than me, and I was just in the better defensive position. It's just unfortunate to see it end up the way it did.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. We saw you, like I said, you were getting off the corners well, but able to defend the S's. That seemed to be where you were able to hold him off a lot. He would come through the S's, you in front, keeping the air on the nose, and he was slip sliding a little bit, and you could pull away before the bus stop where he could have got you in the braking zone.
Yeah, I think the S's are probably my most confident area on this whole track in this truck. I'm able to get it rotated on the first right-hander, and then once it's in 4th gear, I can just full throttle it all the way down to the bus stop. And I think a lot of people have to feather it a little more than I do, and that's a 10th right there. And sometimes that's all I really needed. Sometimes it's all I was gonna get. But that's really where I was most confident coming off of the bus stop, or coming off of the S's rather. So.
Yeah, tell us how much fun it was, though, man. I mean, it looked really fun with that battle. That was one. We had you guys on the screen for a long time. That was a fun battle.
I'm kind of curious if Drew's going to start paying some of these guys who are a lap or a couple laps down, because it seemed like it was every third time we come around a lap car, it would slow down in front of me. David spun in front of me. We had, David Vodka spun in front of me. David DeVale. I just caught him at the worst spots. I caught Bob Redeker coming into the bus stop, and I kind of wonder if Drew was passing along a little something to get us down there, because I was back and forth, couple tenths here, slower, couple tenths here, faster for the whole last run. I was watching him in my mirror coming and going, and that was probably the most fun kind of battle I think I could have in a stock car at a road course, is just race the track. You're within sight of someone else, and it's just time. And then, of course, when he got up to me, I had to go a little more defensive than that. And, well, you know,
yeah. Like I said, we saw it. It was so much fun for us to watch. And I'll tell you what, Jacob, great 2 races for you here. Hopefully you can, if you're racing on Thursday night, you can finish it off with another good finish. But give us your shout outs, my guy. Let us know who makes it possible.
I gotta shout out my fiance sitting here enduring this heat with me. She's been in the chat the whole race too, from what I've seen or rather heard. Got to give a huge shout out to Half Moon Designs. Got to give a huge shout out to Auto America Grand Island, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. They're the title sponsor for the trucks, so huge shout out to them. They're making all these Tuesday nights possible, all these Tuesday nights fun. We got LuLaRoe, Jackie Jones, Serta Simmons, Outcast Custom Apparel, Pinnacle Wraps, Dalton Hall Construction. We got all the people on track. This is honestly a tougher combo than it was last night, I think. And every single Outcast driver out there did an incredible job. And there was, honestly, it seemed like it was even cleaner racing and, better car control than it was last night, even though I think these trucks are a little more prone to getting spun here. But everyone on track did an incredible job start to finish. And there was some unfortunate events, but all in all, awesome race. Got to give a huge shout out to Outcast Motorsports Network. You guys up there in the booth. You did an incredible job. Huge shout out to both of you. And those I only glanced at a few of those camera angles, but they looked incredible. Every single one you cut to. And then huge shout out to everyone in Twitch chat. You're hanging out, having a nice conversation with each other, talking about the race, and it's always nice to have a lot of good interaction going on with the broadcast. It's always nice to see. So thank you, all of you, everyone involved, all the sponsors, all the drivers here tonight, all the people in Twitch chat, and thank both of you for an incredible job every single time you start up the stream. Awesome job every time.
Kind words, man. We appreciate it. And there it is, everybody. 3rd place tonight, Jacob Ainsworth. We're going to have Adam. He'll bring you Eric Johnson next.
And no Eric Johnson in the chat. How we doing, buddy?
All right, what's up, Glad Dad? 2 nights in a row?
Oh, you know it. Just fortunate enough to be able to talk to you here. The truck felt good all night. Well, at least it looked good from our end. A little bit of slickery here when the tires heated up, but the temperature stayed pretty consistent all night.
Yeah, honestly, this has probably been one of the cooler summer races we've had so far. We've battled some brutal temperatures, and I kind of expected it to be a little hotter, to be honest, but really good thing it wasn't, because you seen, kind of as Jacob was talking about, going up the S's was a handful every lap. Cold tires, hot tires, worn tires, new tires. You had to really be careful. So I think if we got a little more track temp, it could have been a little sketchy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Anything you could have done for Montrose there at any point of the race, or you were just trying to get points?
No, EOL or not, Montrose outpaced us. Our only chance is we start up there and we just race him from lap 1, corner 1, and just hope we can force a mistake. Off pure pace, Ian's going to win that thing, 9 out of 10 times. So hats off to him. He ran a great race. And we just kept our head down. We weren't racing. When we start these races from the back, we just keep our head down and we go through the first stint and a half and see what we can get and where we're at. And then we start to kind of race. So, but yeah, we had nothing for Ian.
Yeah, I noticed I noticed your pace was very conservative there, probably through the half part of that race. Then the times was about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds faster each lap and stayed pretty consistent there. So to finish, 6.5 seconds ahead of Jacob Ainsworth, not too shabby of a night.
Yeah, like I said, that's kind of the game plan. Middle run, we just race the track. Don't really worry about where people are. We're paying attention to the strategy and whatnot, but we're not necessarily pushing for a particular person. But once we got out of that last pit stop and kind of seeing what everybody had and where we all were, and I knew I needed to stay ahead of Jacob and Drew, and hopefully they would battle. And it looked like they got into a pretty good battle there for a while. I'm not too sure what happened. I have to go back and watch it, but it looked pretty fun.
Absolutely, man. Well, without further ado, you got any shout outs, which I know you do, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
Yeah, first shout out We'll give a shout out to my aunt Monica, her 60th birthday tonight. I heard you guys, well, singing "Happy Birthday?" Question mark.
We
Maybe
were trying. We were trying.
Yeah,
I was trying.
something.
I don't know. I don't know what Mike was doing, but I was
Messing
trying.
it all
No,
up.
but I'm just kidding. But yeah, shout out to her. Happy birthday, and all the rest of the people in chat, all race, hanging out with us while we're doing this left and right turny stuff. So we appreciate all them guys, and of course, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, main sponsor of the trucks. Thank you to them. It's like their third, fourth, fifth, maybe all the seasons with us. So thank you to them. Grand Island, Auto America, Jackie Jones, Serta Simmons, Dalton Hall, LuLaRoe by Tammy Tillett. We got Half Moon Designs, and of course, you guys up there in the booth, Adam, Mike, every week calling these races. Thank you for all that you guys do, and all the Outcast drivers. I mean, nobody here really, really likes doing this stuff. And look, we got 20-some people showing up, just enduring the punishment, and so we appreciate all them guys, and thank you for coming out.
Absolutely, man. Good shout outs as always. And we'll talk to you real soon. Have a good night.
It's cool to be an Outcast. Love you.
That's
Bye.
right. Love you.
Easy.
Eric Johnson got you on that one, buddy.
Every time.
Yep, fantastic singing there, Mike. I'm just having a joke with you. But let's get in, Ian Montrose. I'm gonna let you lead the way. You seem to like interviewing this cat right here, so we're gonna let you lead the way on this one.
We did have a nice interview this week, but Mr. Montrose, my goodness, it's one thing to win a race. It's another for the butt whipping, man. I don't know what you had going on, and we saw you drifting all over the place, and your lap times, just outstanding conservation on the tires, man.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, after last night's debacle, by the way, I'll keep this PG-13. I won't drop any bombs. After last night's debacle of 3 drive-throughs, I didn't want to put anything to chance tonight, and I still had my wheel disconnect and going through the bus stop, so I just didn't want to put it to chance and get any drive-throughs or any penalties. So we put our head down and we got to work tonight. Yeah.
Well, it certainly showed. Like I said, you were, for the first 15 laps, you were putting about a second a lap on the field. I thought maybe, man, he's really going out hard, but the strategy worked so good. By the second pit stop, you were a pit stop ahead, so you had nothing to lose right there. It was just what you could do, man, just running lap after lap hard as you could go.
Yeah, and it gets lonely there, and you can get prone to mistakes when you're just out there by yourself. So trying really hard to keep the pace up and keep the pressure on everybody else, and we came out victorious today. I mean, I had the pace yesterday, but it just shows what a difference a day makes or a race makes, because everything went my way today, but everything didn't go my way yesterday. So that's just racing in a nutshell, right?
Oh, 100%. And Adam, you got anything for the Bulldog, bud?
Man, dominating performance here. You only didn't lead 3 laps during that first pit stop. But other than that, I mean, 42 laps here in a 45 lap race is pretty astounding. I mean, the first 20 laps, you were putting a second a lap on these guys, average. So that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, the truck felt so nimble in comparison to the next gen cars. So, you could throw it around a little bit. You could see I was throwing it around a little bit, just trying to find time. But you could easily overheat your tires too, and I definitely felt that halfway through my second stint. I definitely overheated my tires a little bit too much, and it took maybe 2 or 3 laps just to cool them down and not slide the tires too much. So it wasn't easy out there, and the track temp definitely, you could feel it getting slicker and slicker out there. So all in all, it was a good night out. It was great racing by everybody, and glad to bring it back P1. It feels good after yesterday. I was telling Eric, I was like, man, it was easy. It could have been easy to give up yesterday, but we kept pushing anyway. And today, it feels good to get that win. So,
Well, I'll tell you what, Ian, we appreciate all your time, man. Thank you for the interview this week. Enjoyed that. Now it is time for a shout out to sponsors. Let us know who makes this possible for you.
you guys in the booth make it possible to watch. I always enjoy going back and watching the broadcast. Enjoy the insights that you're giving throughout the race and seeing how everybody else was doing. So appreciate you guys for that. And also shout out the podcast. Shout out the podcast. It's epic. Keep it up, Mike. So appreciate you and the Glad Dad. Appreciate all the admins for making this possible and putting on a great league. If you're out there watching and you're interested, come out and race with us. It's super fun. Great group of guys. And yeah, great to have you out. Appreciate Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America Grand Island, Outcast Motorsports Network, you guys, Jackie Jones, Chrysler and Dodge Jeep Ram, Seta Simmons Betting, Daltonwood Construction, Lily Road by Tammy Litweiler, Halfman Designs, Outcast Custom Apparel, Pinnacle Reps, shout out The Biff, and shout out my man Kyle Busch.
All right, man. Appreciate it. There it is, everybody. Ian Montrose with a dominating win tonight at the Glen. We'll see him all next week at Richmond, I believe, and that'll finish up our interviews. We'll send it back to Adam.
10, folks. Hey, I appreciate that. And yeah, that was Ian Montrose there, the winner, with Eric Johnson in second and Jacob Ainsworth in third. So yeah, really good drivers there, finishing up in that podium. I hated it for Drew Calvert though, right there at the end, Mike. That's disheartening for sure. But man, hey, I appreciate you joining me in the booth tonight.
You got it, buddy. No problem. And yeah, I feel terrible for Drew. That was going to be an epic battle to the end, man. And shout out again to all these guys. We had everybody basically finish the race but 3 people. So, great job out of these drivers again with a hard set and a slick track.
That's right. I mean, last night we had 24 drivers and 19 of the 24 finished the race. So all in all, pretty good. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into the sponsors. Dalton Hall Construction, Outcast Customer Apparel, Half Moon Designs, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, the title sponsor for the truck series. Here at Outcast, Sir Simmons Betting, Jackie Jones, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Auto America, Pinnacle Wraps. You've seen Drew Kuhn in the chat there a couple of times. And appreciate him wrapping these trucks up, cars, getting them looking good here. And yeah, I think that's it for all the shout outs. Yeah, everybody in the chat, I want to thank each and every one of you for chopping it up here with Mike and myself, and the Glat Mom for supporting me doing this silly little thing I like to call a hobby. So anyway, folks, that's going to do it for tonight. We're going to be back. I'm going to be back here tomorrow night for the Rocket Dirt Racing Association. I believe they're at Fairbury, so that's going to be a pretty good one there. It's going to be the Dirt Pro Late Models. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be pretty fun. But anyway, folks, this is the Glad Dad and Mike McKinnon reminding you to stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll see you next time, guys. Take it easy and good night.